Hey everybody, welcome to Las Vegas. Thanks for coming with me. In today's video, I'm going to talk about having a good cry. So this video is not intended for me to have a good cry during the video, but you never know, it could happen. But today I'm gonna talk about 4 reasons why crying is really healthy and ways that crying has helped me become more clear, process grief, process a lot of stuff, and just feel more healthy. It's a good cry. We're gonna talk about that. I'm in Las Vegas today, waiting for my brothers to get off work. We're gonna hang out tonight. I live about 120 miles from Vegas. I have 2 brothers that live here, so it's nice to come down and have dinner with them every once in a while. So that's the plan for tonight. But meanwhile, I'm in a hotel room here at the Grand, $39. In fact, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about downtown Las Vegas. If you haven't been here for a while, they've really changed this place around, and it is actually a great place to take a night or two and relax. So all of those things, let me show you the room first really quick. So almost all of the major hotels in downtown Las Vegas have remodeled their room towers. And so the rooms went from like really old. I mean, like some of these places are like 70 years old. I think some of these were built in the 50s. They've redone all the rooms and they're all really nice, but they kind of have old school Vegas pricing. Like I said, $39. There was a resort fee. They have a circle mirror, that's cool. But all in all, like this is a really great place to stay for the price. Got the shower there and yeah, that's my room. I hope you enjoyed that tour. And there is the hotel pool deck. Pretty nice. But I'm gonna take you guys out here. We're gonna go out to where this big metal arch thing is. So on my way outside of the casino, I walked past a $1 blackjack table, which is pretty cool. I think that is the only $1 blackjack table in Vegas, and it's here at the Grand. But yeah, if you like the game of blackjack, but you don't like giving huge donations to casinos, $1 blackjack may be for you. We're getting closer to that big silver archy thing. While we're walking there, I'm going to go ahead and share the first of 4 reasons why having a good cry is healthy for you. The first one is it helps regulate your mood and your emotions. So when we cry, we actually release stress hormones that are building up in the body. And after having a good cry for a few minutes, we actually have less of those hormones because we purge them right out of our eyeballs. And so sometimes I think when we think of crying, we think it's gonna make us feel bad, or we associate it definitely with not feeling good or great. However, it is a great way to actually relieve stress and just kind of let some stuff go. We're almost there. Okay, we are now walking down Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas. Downtown's fun, it has its pros and cons. Right now we're on the Fremont Experience. They have this big, huge arch here. The whole thing's set up just mainly for nightlife, but they do have a lot of fun things that go on. I think the thing that I love the most about being downtown is the prices on food. You can still get a prime rib dinner down here for under 10 bucks. And you can even get steak and lobster for $11.99. It kind of reminds me of old school Las Vegas, like back in the 90s, when casinos would give you a really good price on your meal, hoping you'd come donate at the tables or the slots. When you come down here, you can always choose not to do that, and then you get a really good steak and lobster dinner. I mean, it's probably not the best out there, but still, steak and lobster, $11.99. Pretty dang good. Right now I'm taking you out of the big dome. It's a little loud. It definitely gets a lot louder at night. One of the cons, I think, of hanging out here at Fremont Street, especially at night, is it is really loud. They have multiple stages set up, so they basically give free concerts, but it's kind of concert loud. It's hard to have a conversation if you're walking around. And then when I walk past the stages, I often like plug one of my ears, because did I mention it's kind of loud. We are now in the East Fremont District, which is just, I want to say south of Fremont Street. It's at the far end, whichever direction I'm looking. I think it's south. Let's go with that. It's a little more quiet out here. They just got like a whole bunch of little restaurants. There's like little bars in here. And then further down towards the end, they actually have some stuff that's family friendly. If you ever want to bring your kids down there, I'm gonna take you down there. Meanwhile, I'm going to give you the second reason why having a good cry is so healthy. But before that, I got contacted by a sponsor that wanted me to do an ad on constipation. And I laughed and I said, well, you know, if I do this, there's no way I'm taking it seriously. And they actually said, we kind of prefer it if you didn't take it seriously. So here you guys go. Enjoy this. Oh, hey guys. Speaking of constipation, I guess we weren't speaking about constipation, but I'm glad you brought it up. Today I want to tell you about a partner that I've been working with that isn't afraid to talk about pooping. Introducing Broom. Colon Broom is a high-fiber dietary supplement that supports your gut and microbiome health. In short, this stuff helps you poop. But more than that, psyllium husk, the main ingredient in Colon Broom, has been shown to be an effective compound in treating intestinal problems like constipation and diarrhea. And when paired with a healthy diet and exercise, psyllium husk may even help with weight loss. Colon Broom is on a mission to get everyone freely talking about things like constipation and pooping. Because after all, everyone does it. And we all deserve a good experience in the bathroom. So let's talk poop and how Colon Broom makes poop time more productive. Don't worry, I have visuals. Colon Broom activates good fiber, so it expands in your digestive tract. It traps unwanted material like sugar, cholesterol, and fat, slowing their absorption into the body. It creates gut movement to remove additional waste along with the stool, and it makes your poop pleasantly pass without strain. That was easy. I've been using Colon Broom for a few weeks, and my gut and digestive tract are firing on all cylinders. I've actually lost a few pounds, and I'm spending less time in the bathroom. I can even go outside again. If you haven't tried Colon Broom yet, now is the perfect time to do it because they're having their biggest Black Friday sale ever. You can save 65% on a 6-month supply, and if you use my promo code, Skyler10, they'll take an additional 10% off your entire order. So what are you waiting for? Click on the link in the video description, and let's get pooping. Did you enjoy that? I hope you did. All joking aside, Colon Broom is an amazing product, so I hope you'll check it out. We are almost to the area I want to show you next. However, before we get there, I'm going to tell you the second reason why having a really good cry is healthy for you. The second reason is crying is self-soothing. And it's more than just making you feel better, like we talked about, it emotionally makes you feel better, but it actually helps you soothe and manage pain. Both physical pain, crying can help, and also emotional pain. So when you need a really good cry and you just kind of let that out, it can actually help you manage things that are causing pain in your life. So that's pretty dang cool. As is this praying mantis I'm about to show you. So this beautiful praying mantis, I think I called it a praying mantis. Did I call it a praying mantis, Kyle? As is this praying mantis I'm about to show you. As is this praying mantis. This praying mantis. This praying mantis is 40 feet tall, it's 30 feet wide, and it took 3,000 hours to build. At nighttime, it gets up straight and blows fire like crazy. I have been out here at nighttime, and you can actually feel the heat from like yards and yards away. It's pretty darn cool. Don't you want one of those? So yeah, when that thing's doing its thing, it is pretty spectacular to behold. I think it goes like every 20 minutes at nighttime. We also shouldn't let it overshadow this beauty right here. They also have one of these. Those are really nice. Now next, I'm gonna take you inside of the container park. This actually has a little place for the kids, which is pretty cool. I've never brought my kids down here. I don't know if I ever will, but they've got a playground if I ever do. Now the first part of this playground has one of those little light games, and you might go, oh, those are pretty cool, but there's something even cooler. That thing. That thing is even cooler. So they have this beastly huge treehouse, and it goes up there. They've got like some container places to play in, but I think over here shows more of how tall those things get. So yeah, this is a kind of a little wonderland with kids. I'd definitely keep an eye on them though. Okay, since we're on top of the world, this is a good time to tell you about number 3 reason why having a good cry is good. That was really good. We're just gonna run with that. The number 3 reason why having a good cry is healthy for you is, drumroll, what is it? Oh yes, it helps you process grief. Now it's different for everyone. Not everyone will process grief the same way, and not everyone will benefit from crying. However, most people, when you cry and you're emotionally connected with grief you're going through, it really helps you process and move kind of that energy and feel better. But really good if you have any type of grief in your life, take a moment, let yourself have a good cry. So that was a little peek at the container park. A really cool place, lots of really cool little places to eat in there. In fact, it's mostly like little restaurants and places to grab a bite. And again, your kids can play in the middle part there with that little park they put in, which is kind of nice. And this is a ways down. This is like way at the end of East Fremont. So it's away from like all that crazy stuff that you have up under the arc thing. That's what we decided to call it, under the big arc. So if you guys are still watching at this point, thank you so much. much. You watched a constipation commercial I did. Dad's got to make a living. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Hopefully you learned a little bit about downtown and that you'll consider having yourself a good cry. The final and fourth thing that I want to talk about is having a good cry and allowing yourself to cry when you feel like crying is also a way to help you know whether you need help in any way. For those that have a good cry, this is a good thing to comment. How often do you have a healthy emotional cry? Is it once a week? I know that women typically cry about 3 or 4 times a month, like a good cry. Men's only like 1 or 2, or it's closer to 2. But I like to bring that up because there should be no stigma around crying. It is very, very healthy. The fourth and final thing I'm talking about is if you're crying a lot and you notice it, it is a sign that maybe you need some help. You need some additional support. I read a couple articles that said the same thing. If you start crying for no reason, that's also a sign that there's something that you got to deal with. I don't know if that ever happens to you, but if you're ever just crying and you don't know why you're crying, figure out why you're crying and take care of that. Take care of yourself. So I've got a couple hours to blow. I'm going to walk around a bit here and gosh, maybe even take a little nap. I don't have the kids. Then I'm going to meet up with my brothers and we're just going to have a good meal and we're going to stick it to the man because I'm getting that steak and lobster, but I'm not donating to the casino at Cirque. I'm not very good anyway. Before I let you go, there is one more thing I forgot to tell you. When you come down here, they have these little like kiosks set up. So if you want to buy some knickknacks or just other things that you don't really need, but lots of stuff like that down here. And it's also good to have a little cash because they have street performers. The city lets people come down and perform on these little circles here. And then, you can tip them when you walk by if you want to support the local art. But yeah, mainly people down here are just pretty cool. I met a guy named Victor that was cool. He wanted me to push him down to Walgreens. So we hung out for a bit. Cool guys, good vibes. Yeah, downtown Vegas. We should come hang out here sometime. You start planning the trip. You got to save $34 for a hotel room and then, a few dollars for some knickknacks. Sound good? See you soon.